Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit on Commentary. I'm DeAndre. Today is February the 18th, 2015. Monday was President's Day, and we're coming around the corner here on Hump Day, Wednesday. I'm back over here at my apartment, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about race and the race relations in our country as a black man. 48 years old. I'll be 49 this year. And I really have seen just a sort of decline in intelligence in regards to honestly facing race relations and the struggle universally that everybody is having all over the world with the cultural differences that take place. The problems that are going on in Ukraine. We have a friend in Ukraine struggling with the war environment there, the Hatfields and the McCoys type spiritual jihadist type attitude with the Israeli government toward all the other Muslim and Islamic countries all over that region. Here in America, where you have the race relations kind of, falling apart with the police brutality and the militarization of the country, where we populate prisons in this country more than any other country in any other industrialized country on the planet. And part of this sociological struggle that we're having is the power and the inequality and just the surveys that have been done recently, most recently, the amount of income that white citizens have in this country opposed to blacks and Hispanics and other minority groups. And the inequality and the things that go on Wall Street is just amazing. I cannot believe that because of the frustration and the economical squeeze for this society to get on the backs of people who don't really have much, who work for all of what they have, to ride our backs as if we are the ones in the middle of the core of the financial sacks of money and income that go through the rivers of Wall Street. And to have this sort of harassment where you're basically harassed for needing health care. You're harassed for needing your retirement. These people spent off our fucking people's retirement money and invested it in these fake firms and stuff. And big banks are just paying it off. They're not really being forced to legally deal with anything as they continue the same system. And it's just really sad to know that big banks, Wall Street, and the machinery of keeping this sort of sociological, this tribalism almost, if you will, is just really pathetic. And I believe that this country can't take itself seriously until it does something about Wall Street. This country contaminated all the other industrialized nations with its monkey business on Wall Street. This country had co-signed the other lack of humane mind in regards to the functionality of monies and derivatives all over the world when it comes to Wall Street. Wall Street was the crux of losing all the bucks, all the money, all the dollars during that crisis several years ago. And now, it just seems as though that people are going to scare you about the cost of going to the doctor, or scare you about the possibility of needing loan for a home, or frighten you about the fact that your children need to be educated, and scare you about, the cost that it takes to send a person to college. And it's like, 434. I'm covering a lot. 218 on 215, and I'm babbling about Wall Street again. I'm frustrated about Wall Street. I don't think that people are paying enough attention to what's going on Wall Street. What is happening on Wall Street? Why don't we have a magnifying glass looking into these people's ass And then they're trying to act like the whole Bernie Madoff thing is almost in the past, because that lawyer has sort of just been doling out money and sort of pushing things on the road. You know, what about Wall Street? You know, what about Wall Street? Is anybody going to say anything honest, effective, changing, and sort of leveling out the bullshit on Wall Street? Wall Street. What about Wall Street? Are we going to do anything about Wall Street? We're not going to do nothing. That is where the lies meet, on Wall Street. Are we going to do anything about Wall Street? We're not going to do nothing. Nobody's going to do anything but talk this bullshit and do the runaround and sell the weaponry and the oil and the bullshit and skim the money and line in their pockets, right? And then they're going to tell you that you don't deserve a healthy situation in regards to medicine and treatment and therapy and different things of that sort. You're a common citizen, see? You don't have the derivatives and the bullshit and the dishonesty to work and lubricate the system so you can skim the shit off of it and take what you want and leave us the alleged best. What about Wall Street? Is anybody going to really clean up that mess? Is anybody going to do anything about Wall Street for real? In a layman perspective, from a layman point of view? Are they just going to keep fucking me and you? What about Wall Street? What are we going to do about Wall Street? Is anybody going to do anything serious about Wall Street? You know, Wall Street and the racism and the inequality and the abuse of women, you know. The women are still not enough. See, the gay and lesbian and transgender community, nobody measures up really when it comes to the corporate mishandling and shisty, slim shady ass bullshit that is going on Wall Street. Nobody can compete with the lion-ass motherfuckers and the billions of dollars of Wall Street. That system is lubricated and done well by and of itself, because that is the only group of people who really benefit from the shit down there, is Wall Street. It's cushioned, it's cocooned, it's ran, and it takes somebody's gonna. Is anybody going to do anything about Wall Street? Nothing? They don't do shit about Wall Street? I know what we can do. Let's get some news coverage. Let's get some media coverage. Let's get somebody to do a blitz on the bullshit down there. I know what we can do. Let's send Brian Williams down. Brian Williams, will you go down and do a story on Wall Street to gain some leverage in your fucked up ass life that you have now because of the lying that you did? I tell you what, Fox News, fuck you.